How's it going, guys? And welcome back to another episode with Monster Angling. Guys, I'm super pumped to have you guys back, and I'm going to be doing another how-to video on how to jig for walleye. Now, there's very many techniques that you can do for walleye, but this is kind of the basics to get started, to think about when you're thinking of different rods you need, line class, all that stuff. So anyway, guys, my goal for this video is to try to get you guys to be able to go out and confidently catch a walleye, or at least get started, guys. So hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's get started. So first of all, you guys need to think about the rod you guys are using. There's many different people that think of many different rods that they like to use, and lots of times it's actually a personal thing. So for me, I like a bit of more of a sensitive tip rod, guys, that you can really feel the bites, and you can see the bites too. But also when you're jigging, you can really feel when it hits the bottom. That's partially to do with the line you're using too, but a great rod for jigging, for a starter rod, is the Fenwick HMX, guys. This is a perfect rod. It has a sensitive tip, guys. You're gonna feel all those bites, and it's a great all-around walleye rod for big, small, medium, everything, guys. And this is a super affordable rod, coming in just over $100, and I have no complaints about this rod, guys. It's been a great rod for me, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this, guys. So moving on, let's go. Second, guys, we got Shimano SLX series rods, guys. These are a super popular tournament series rod. There's a couple different ones. This is the medium fast rod, and it has a pretty soft tip as well, what I like. And this is a bit heavier rod. It'd be good for jigging, a bit of a heavier jigging wrap, anything that you're dealing with a little bit more weight, this thing can handle. It's not much heavier, but there's still a bit of a difference. If you're going for big walleye only, maybe this one will be a good one. But yeah, this one and the other one are both pretty good. The other one, if I didn't mention, is a medium light, and this one is a medium. So that's it. Now, the last rod that I have here to show you guys is the Fate Black rod from 13 Fishing. This rod is an absolute beast, guys. Not only is the color sick, it also has good backbone. This one has a little bit of a stiffer tip, perfect for bottom bouncing. If you guys haven't seen it already, go check out my bottom bouncing video. I kind of went in depth on what I like to use for that. But this is also good for jigging heavier stuff, kind of like the SLX from Shimano. This is good, but it is a bit stiffer. So you guys can choose whatever you want. I personally like the lighter ones, but this would also get you into some big fish, and it handles the fish very well, so no complaints there. This is also about over $100, and the Shimano ranges about $160 in retail. But these are all very affordable rods, and I pick my rods judging by not just a good price, but I really go in depth and look at how good the rod is. And these are three very good rods, all together coming in at just over $300, which all these three rods are very good rods to have in your boat all summer long, guys. You can pretty much get away with these three rods and a heavier rod if you're going for pike. But that is pretty much it for rods, guys. Now we are going to go over line class. Now, I usually use 8-pound braid. Power Pro is my favorite braid, and I usually have it going down to about a chunk of about a 5-foot chunk of monofilament, guys. I like to have that clear, that little bit of invisibility in the water, especially the clear northern waters. Clear line is going to help you a lot when you're fishing, when the fishing is a bit more tough, because as soon as those fish see the line, they might not bite if they're not in a feeding mood. So every little thing helps when you're fishing for that. But 8-pound test is good for just jigging them. Maybe go a little bit heavier when you're jigging something with weight. Like if I was jigging a jigging wrap, maybe go 12, 15 pound at most. I wouldn't go any heavier than 15. Probably 12 would be the best. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Now I'm gonna go over a couple different hooks I have with me right now, and then tell you guys a couple more things you can also use. So first of all, we got the Jigging wrap, and another guy, I can't remember which company it's from, but these are both jigging style baits. They're super dense, so they fall fast. This guy's a little bit heavier. This is the Jigging Rat by Rapala, and yeah, these things are absolute killers. Obviously, you guys can see that I like the green and yellow and orange. These are the great pattern, and yeah, you can never go wrong with that. I also like pink too, but I think this is my favorite color. You got the Hyperglides. Now, the only complaint I have with the Hyperglide is the fact that it takes a bit longer to fall. When you're fishing a windy day, that can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. But for ice fishing and for a calm day, this thing is absolutely perfect. It just takes a bit longer to fall, and you can, if you really want, you can get the heavier ones too. You know, there's a bunch of different companies that make jigging type baits, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Now we got just the classic jig head, guys. This is probably an 1/8 ounce jig, I believe, and yeah, that you can tip this pretty much with anything. You can use one of the big three. You can use the worms, you can use leeches, you can use minnows. Everything works on just an orange jig head, guys. This is just, you can get these at pretty much any store that sells bait and tackle, guys. It's pretty common. Next up, we got some plastics. Now, this is a Dino Daddy, and these are from Dynamite Plastics. There's a lot of different plastic companies that make jigging plastics, but these are ones I love because they glow and these look great in the water. You can see how sensitive the little tail is on there. And a bit bigger one would be a walleye worm. These also glow. This is the salt and pepper color, and these things look absolutely insane in the water. But you pretty much work them just like you would if you were jigging a worm, leech, minnow, stuff like that. So that's pretty much it. Now, for finding walleye, it is a lot easier to have some sort of sonar. And I know you guys, not everyone has the budget to buy one, but if you guys are gonna buy anyone, I really suggest the Garmin Striker 4. It is an entry-level fish finder, but you are gonna be getting the best quality for the price, guys. You can buy just the screen for just over 150 bucks, guys. That is insane for what you're getting. With all the accessories that I have with mine, you are looking at about 250 bucks. But that's still pretty good, guys. That's like half the price of what you're gonna pay for a Helix 5, which is also an insanely good fish finder. You might get a couple more things with the Helix 5, but if you're just wanting to go out and buy a very, very affordable one, look at the Garmin Striker 4, guys. I'll leave the link to it in the description below. But anyway, so when you're looking for walleye spots, transitions are good from like rock to sand, sand to rock. Humps are good, like reefs, middle leg humps, drop offs, all that stuff are good, guys. You want to find just something that's different. So like I said, it's a transition of something. So the walleye are going to be grouped together on those transitions, but like I said, it helps having a fish finder because you can really narrow it down. But what I like to do is once I find the fish, I'll map out kind of a waypoint map on mine. And what I'll do is I'll map out where I see I'm marking all these fish, and then I'll back off a little bit and pitch into them and slowly jig that back to the boat. And what you don't want to do when you're doing that with a jig and a minnow, jigging a worm, jigging a leech, anything, but you really don't want to pull it in too slow because it's just going to drag across the bottom. You want to make sure once it hits the bottom, you rip it up about 1.5 to 2 feet, let it sink down, do a controlled fall, rip it up, reel in, and then when you pull it up and then let it go down, controlled fall, reel up, like stuff like that, guys. It's going to keep your bait off the bottom, and that is going to catch you more fish. You will catch fish just dragging across the bottom, but you're going to catch a lot more fish doing that because it keeps it off the bottom longer. It's especially in clear water, those fish can see it from a long ways away, and it's going to catch you guys more fish. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to go over now. Well, actually, no, you guys get to go watch me and my cousin and good buddy Easton go catch some pretty cool looking fish up in northern Saskatchewan, guys. We got into a lot of fish. And when you're fishing northern lakes, guys, it's not necessarily about how big the fish are, it's about the quantity. And tell you what, guys, we got into a lot of fish. So I had a hard time editing this video, guys. We got so many fish, and I only put probably a quarter of the fish that we caught into this video that you guys are about to watch. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys after. Hope you guys enjoy. Bye bye. Guys, Easton's hooked up with our first fish of the morning here.
Good one.
We're working big fish already and we've only been here for like 5 minutes. Well, that's a good one.
Good one. Just keep that steady.
Okay. There it is, guys. Number 1.
These are nice fish.
What do you think? 22, 23? I can measure them quickly for them if you want. No. Hey, drop down. There he is. Easton's hooked up.
I'll grab the net here.
Easton's catching all the eaters all the time. I'm just kind of chilling out here, catch. Take out the striker.
Don't need that anyways.
That's a good walleye.
What is that? Ooh, that's a good one.
It's probably that's our biggest. There he is, guys.
All hooked up to good fish.
Come to this side of you.
Oh, please don't be a pike.
Okay, we'll get this guy in the net here.
Woo! Oh, that's a better walleye.
That's a good keeper.
That's a good one.
Finally, I caught a keeper, guys. Easton, he hit it on the fall again.
Yeah, that's what mine hit on too. I think we found the honey hole.
This is kind of a gnarly guy, actually.
The walleye honey hole.
Okay, guys, here he is. That's a good eater size fish. Okay, guys, I just had a giant bite and Easton's hooked up now.
You wanna get the net?
Yeah, it's ready. How's it feel?
It's good. It's coming up here.
Good for you.
This pike.
Is it? It's a good walleye.
It's pretty big.
That's smaller than
I
yours.
don't know why it felt so big.
He swallowed it, so he had his mouth open. Easton is hooked up on a monster walleye.
This is definitely going into
It's
the monster book.
No. The camera went out of focus. Bye bye.
Maybe.
Yeah. All flared up.
This is just weight. It's not even moving. Oh, that breach though.
I got that.
Why does it have to be a pike?
Okay, put him back.
Should we turn around and bite my finger? Good release. There it is.
Guys, we got him. No. Nice. Hey, it's a pike.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, that's not good.
That's why there was. I was wondering why there was so many head shakes.
Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, it's a big mark.
See a big gash in his back?
Yeah, he's beat. There he is, guys. This little pike. That'd be a good eater size one, but we don't want to fill any of these slimy guys, so we're gonna.
The
put him
board
back.
is lit up right now.
Yeah. Maybe getting that guy into the water was a good thing. Okay guys, I'm hooked up here. And it is not a tank, but it's a fish. Ethan's been kind of schooling me out here. I'll get this in fast so Ethan can keep fishing. There we go.
Baby fish.
There he is. A
Baby.
hog walleye. Just kidding.
Hog walleye until you pull it close to you.
You actually...
Those are beautiful walleye.
Yeah, they are. They're nice colored up in these Saskatchewan northern lakes. But there's a fish down there, so I'm gonna let Easton keep fishing. Let's go.
I think Paul caught a Saskatchewan smallie.
Yep. There you go, guys. Smallmouth. That is a cool little colored walleye, though. See you later, buddy. Got him. Ooh, is that good? No. Sure? Maybe. Alrighty guys, so I hope you enjoyed the fishing portion of the video, guys. Had a lot of fun up there at Easton's cabin, and we got into some pretty respectable fish, guys, and kept our limits and had a great time, guys. The weather was absolutely phenomenal, and yeah, no complaints there, guys. But we caught all of our fish jigging right under the boat, vertical jigging, and sometimes we had to work for them a bit harder, and sometimes they just come up and absolutely smoke it, guys. So sometimes you really have to adapt when you're fishing, especially for walleye. Some walleye just come in and absolutely smoke it if you're jigging it a bit more aggressive, and sometimes you really have to play with them and sometimes even dead stick it. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to share this video with a buddy. Let's go. See you guys later.